Hello kids, Shubham Mangalam at Little Scholar High School. I am Sangeeta Singh, taking 6th standard, subject English, and the topic to be discussed today is Unit 1 Study Material. Okay, kids, all of you know that we have completed Unit 1 with 3 lessons. The first lesson was Peace and Harmony, second lesson was I Want Peace, a short poem, and the third lesson was Grand Contest in the Forest. So I hope all of you enjoyed listening to this 3 lessons, and in the last session we have started the study material, that is the passages based on the textbook. That were the questions from 1 to 10, and we have also done unseen passages, that is the questions from 11 to 16, yes, which were not in your textbook. And now we are going to start with the section B, that is vocabulary and grammar. Now what is vocabulary? Vocabulary is a body of words used by a person. You can also say vocabulary is also a word stock, like which is developed. It is a set of words which is used by a person and known by a person, and vocabulary of a person is developed with his age. So the vocabulary is the thing which you can improve. So, and it also helps you to improve your communication skills, like you can improve your listening skills, speaking skills, reading skills, and writing skills. So that is why it is very important for you to improve your vocabulary. You have to learn new words, a set of new words every day. So now let us start with the section B, vocabulary and grammar. So the questions are from question number 17 to 21. We have set of 3 passages, and each passage has question number 17 to 21. So now I want all of you to turn to page number 25 of your study material. Now here we have a passage. Now I will read the passage for you. Now you have to focus on the parts that are underlined and answer the questions given at the end as directed. Okay kids, I hope all of you are ready with your study materials. Please open page number 25, question number 17 to 21. So read the following passage, focusing on the parts. Focusing means paying attention on the parts that are underlined and answer the questions which are given at the end as directed. So first passage, one day, tired after working hard, he decided to rest under a tree in his field. As he lay there, he saw a big cobra coiled near a bush just beside the tree. Being a religious man, Sivaya bowed to the snake and brought a bowl of milk for the snake. So here, one day, tired. So the word tired is underlined and the question number is 17. So what is that you have to do? Instructions are given here. Below the passage you can see the instructions. So it is asking you write the other form of tired. So what is the other form of tired? It is tiresome. So please write 17th one, it should be tired. Other form of tired is tiresome. So we have to write the answer based on the instructions which are given here. It is as directed, but as according to the instructions which are given here. He decided. The word decided is underlined and it is question number 18. So to rest under a tree in his field. So write the antonym of decided. What is antonym? Opposite. So opposite of decided is undecided. So write decided. Opposite of that is undecided. Question number 19. So he says big is underlined here. Question number 19, big is underlined. Write the synonym of big. So what is synonym? A word which has similar meaning. A word which has same meaning is called synonym. So the synonym of big is huge. So write big, huge. Synonym of big is huge. Write the other form of, question number 20 is asking you other form of coiled. So what is coiled? So here what is other? Coiled is in past tense. So we can write the other form, that is in present tense. So the present tense of coiled is coiled. Coiled is past tense. Coiled is present tense, which is the other form of it. Now next, Sivaya bowed to the snake and brought a bowl of milk for the snake. So bowed is there. It is in the past tense. Question number 21 is board. It is underlined. It is in the past tense. Now you can write the other form of board. It is bow. That is the present tense. Board is past tense. Bow is present tense. Now second passage. If one spends without earning, earning is underlined. That is question number 17. How long does the wealth last? Last means it will continue. So wealth is underlined, question number 18. Your bad habits. Bad is underlined, question number 19. Habits are not going to fetch. Fetch is underlined, it's a question number 20. You anything except. Except is underlined and it's a question number 21. Robbing you of your money. Before it is too late, get rid of your bad habits. So here question number 17 is earning is underlined. It is asking you, according to the instructions, we have to write the other form of earning. Earning is the present participle here, earn plus ing. You can write the other form of it is earn. So earning changes to earn. Now question number 18, wealth. Write the other form of wealth is saying. So what is wealth? Wealth is noun. So we can write the other form wealthy. Wealth is noun. The other form of it is wealthy. Wealthy is adjective. We can write the other form of wealth is wealthy. Wealth is noun. Wealthy is adjective. Your bad habits are not going to fetch. So bad. Question number 19 is bad. Let's see what is the instruction given. Write the antonym of bad. Antonym is opposite. So the opposite of bad, obviously all of you know, it is good. So bad, opposite of it is, antonym is opposite of bad is good. Now question number 20. Your habits are not going to fetch you. So he is saying, asking the synonym of, write the synonym of fetch. Synonym is again a word which has similar meaning or same meaning. So the synonym of fetch is bring. Synonym of fetch is bring. Now question number 21, accept. So accept is underlined and what is the instruction? Write the other form of accept. So accept, it is exception. Other form of accept is exception. Exception is noun. Accept is adjective. Now passage number 3. Being freed within a day of its capture, the happy bird soared high into the sky. So soared is underlined. It is question number 17. Glad to be alive and free, it reached its nest and thought, what a fool I was to get trapped into the net. So glad is underlined here. It's question number 18. To be alive and free it reached. Reached is underlined, question number 19. Its nest and thought, what a fool. Fool is underlined, question number 20. I was to get trapped. Trapped is underlined. It is question number 21, into the net. Now according to the instruction, question number 17 is write the synonym of soared. Synonym is again a word which has similar meaning or same meaning. So what is the synonym of soared? Here it is, the happy bird flew high into the sky. So soared, synonym of soared is flew. Now question number 18, glad. Synonym, writing, glad, the opposite, write the antonym of glad. So antonym is opposite again, antonym of glad. Glad is, the meaning of glad is happy. So what will be the opposite of glad? Sad. So write glad, opposite of that is sad. Now freed, reached its nest. So what is the other form of reached is in past tense. Question number 19, reached is underlined, it is the past tense. You can write the other form of reached is reach. So write reached is past tense, reach is present tense. What a fool, question number 20 is fool. So what is write the other form of fool? You can write foolish. Fool is verb, foolish is adjective. Fool is noun, foolish is adjective. Fool is noun, foolish is adjective. So next one is trapped. So write the other form. Question number 21. Trapped is underlined. So you have to write the other form of trapped. Trapped is in past tense. You can write the present tense of trapped is trap. Trapped is past tense. Trap is its present tense. Okay, let us continue with the cloze test now. So CLOZD, cloze test. And this cloze test consists of question numbers 22 to 26. Now, what is cloze test? It is a test which consists of a passage where few items or few words would be missing, where you as a participant or as a student, you are asked to supply the missing words. Okay, so cloze test is a test or an assignment sort of thing where each passage will have some missing words, so you are asked to supply the missing words. So now let us see passage 1, question numbers 22 to 26. Now look here, complete the passage choosing the right word. You have to complete the passage choosing the right word from those given below it. Each blank is numbered and for each blank 4 choices A, B, C and D are given. So choose the correct answer and write the answers A, B, C or D in your answer booklet. So once again, let me explain you. You have to complete the passage choosing the right word from those which are given below it. Each blank is numbered and for each blank you have 4 choices A, B, C or D. So choose the correct answer and write A or B or C or D. Each question carries 1 mark here. Now look at the first passage. Once there was a very rich man. He dash a miser. Once there was a very rich man, it indicates that it was in the past. He was indicates it was in the past tense. He dash a miser. Question number 22 is a blank. You have to fill the blank 22 with the options which are given here. So options are 22. Question number 22. The options are were. We are talking about a rich man. So rich man is here singular, one person. So and again the next sentence says he dash a miser. So he is again one person, it is singular. So the options are were, is, was or are. So were indicates a plural verb, is indicates a singular verb, was indicates a singular verb in past tense, is indicates a singular option B, is indicates a singular verb in present tense and are indicates a plural verb in present tense. So according to this option, here C is the answer. He was a miser. 22nd answer is was. Option C. Now next one. He dash cheap food and spent very dash money. He dash cheap food and spent. So here the word spent is in past tense. Now this is something about a rich man is being given here and it is everything in the past tense. So here we have to write the options for the question number 23 are eat, eat is present tense, ate is past tense, eaten is past participle, eating is present participle. So we have to use the past tense of it. So ate. Answer is ate. And the option is B. Question number 24. He spent very dash money. So question number 23, the blank answer is ate. It is past tense of eat, that is ate, and option is B. And he ate cheap food and spent. Spent is again past tense, very dash money. So here the options are a little money, a little of only few, option C is less, option D is little. So here what does it mean? A little means some, few is nothing, and less is very less, and here little means again little amount. So here he spent little, very little money. So the answer should be little, very little money. So question number 24 is little. It is option D. Question number 25. He lent money. What do you mean by lent? He gave money to all small shopkeepers dash a high rate of interest. So here you have to use the preposition. So question number 25, option A is at, option B is to, option C is of, option D is for. So all these four options are prepositions which tell us about the relationship between two persons or two nouns. So he lent money to small shopkeepers. The answer should be at a high rate of interest. The right preposition which can be used here is at a high rate of interest. So option A is the answer, at. Option A is the answer. Now question number 26. In this way, he dashed a lot of money. So question number 26, option A is earn, option B is will earn. So option C is earned, option D is earns. So earn is present tense, will earn is future tense, earned is past tense, D earns is also present tense. So here according to this passage, as everything is in the past tense, so we need to choose the option C, earned, past tense. So earned is the answer, option C. Now let us do passage 2. Again question numbers 22 to 26. No, second passage. Florence Nightingale always wanted to dash a nurse. Florence Nightingale always wanted to dash a nurse. So wanted, the verb wanted is in past tense. So wanted to dash a nurse. Look at the options for question number 22. A is become, B is became, C, option C is becomes, option D is becoming. So become is present tense, became is past tense, becomes is again present tense, becoming is present participle. So according to the option, after the verb wanted, the verb should be in present tense, wanted to become. So question number 22 is, answer is become. Answer is become, and option A. Now question number 23. Her parents dash not want her to become a nurse. Her parents dash. So again it should be in the past tense. Her parents dash. Options are question number 23. Option A is do. Option B is did. Option C is does. Option D is done. So her parents did not want her to become a nurse. So the answer did is in the past tense. Do is present tense. Did is past tense. Does is used in the present tense. And done is past participle. So the option here is did. Answer is did, and the option is B. Now question number 24. In dash days, girls who come dash rich families did not become dash. In dash days, we are talking about the days when Florence Nightingale was there. So the options are option 20 for question number 24. Option A is those, option B is these, option C is that, option D is this. So we are talking about days. Days is plural, and we are talking about the days which happened long back when Florence Nightingale was there. So we use the option A. Answer is those. Those days. Those, and option is A. Now question number 25. Who come dash rich families? Question number 25. Option A is in, option B is with, option C is from, option D is for. So who come from rich families. You cannot say who come in rich families or who come with rich families or who come for rich families. Who come from rich families. So the correct preposition here to be used is from. So the answer is from, and it is option C. Question number 26. Did not become dash. So here we are talking about Florence Nightingale becoming a nurse here. So the option number 26 answer is option A is nurse, option B is nurses, option C is doctor, option D is doctors. So we are talking about one person, Florence Nightingale. So the answer should be nurse. So in those days, girls who come from rich families did not become nurses. So here did not become nurses. So option B. We are talking about girls who come from rich families did not become nurses. So option nurses is the answer, and it is option B. So why are we using the word nurses here? Because we are talking about girls, which is plural. So the answer should be nurses. Now passage number 3. Again we have question numbers 22 to 26. Question number 22. Sarojini Naidu was born dash Hyderabad on February 13th, 1879. So we are talking about a place where Sarojini Naidu was born. Now look at the options. Question number 22. Option A is in, option B is at, option C is on, option D is with. So all these options, all the words which are given here are all prepositions, again which tell us about the place or position. So here was born, you can use the word in. Sarojini Naidu was born in Hyderabad. So whenever you are telling about a place, we use the preposition in. And whenever you talk about a particular time, we use the preposition at. So here, since Hyderabad is a place, we use the preposition in. So the answer is 22. Answer is in, option A. Now question number 23. Dash father was Aghornath Chattopadhyaya. So Sarojini Naidu, as she is a lady, so we use the, let us look at the options here. Dash father was Aghornath Chattopadhyaya and mother was Barada Sundari Devi. So 23, question number 23, option A is she, option B is her, option C is hers, option D is herself. So we can't say she father, isn't it? The word she cannot be used here. We can say her father was Aghornath Chattopadhyaya. We are using the word her, pronoun her, because we are talking about Sarojini Naidu. She is a lady. So the option is B, her. Option B, her father, you can say. Now question number 24. Sarojini was dash bright child. Sarojini was dash bright child. So question number 24, options are option A, answer is A, option B, an, option C, the, option D, for. Sarojini Naidu was a bright child. So we can say a bright child. Since we are talking about one child, we use the article a. So option A, answer is A. Question number 25. She dash matriculation. She dash matriculation dash age of 12. She, now look at the options for question number 25. A is past, B is past, past is present tense, past is past tense, C passes is again present tense, passing is present participle. So she dash matriculation. So we are talking about Sarojini Naidu, who was born in 1879. So we need to use the past tense. She passed. Past tense is passed. So question number 25 is, answer is past. Option is B. Now question number 26. Matriculation dash the age of 12. So whenever you are talking about the age, now let us look at what are the options to be used here. Question number 26. Option A is on, option B is in, option C is at, option D is with. So again, all these words on, in, at and with are prepositions which tell us the relationship between two nouns or two pronouns here. So here it should be the right preposition which can be used here is at. So answer is at. Option C is the answer. Okay students, I hope all of you understood the vocabulary and grammar which we have done from page number 25 to 27. Now I want all of you to note down today's Sakshi classwork. I have explained study material unit 1 page number 25 to 27, and homework is you have to complete the study material page number 25 to 27.